Hey guys, it's another Tuesday in Japan and I'm a few minutes late, but I'm here. Let's get this started. How is everyone? I personally cannot believe it's October. Can you guys believe that? It's less than 2 months left of 2022. Like, I just can't believe how fast this year's been going. But like, it's crazy because there are times, like, time is like, we all have 24 hours a day, and yet there are times when we feel like time's going so fast, and then other times we feel like it's not going as fast as we like it to go. And yeah, it's just, time is relative, it's crazy, man, how just time feels so different for everybody, and at different times. But apparently, was it Mercury retrograde's gone? Mercury's gone direct, so things should be smoother from now on. But even saying that, like, planets are moving all the time, and there's always going to be things going on all the time, and that's how we live and learn. But what's been crazy for me is that on my other channel, I've been posting my like backbending videos, like videos of me just doing backbends, like I think it's called like the wheel pose or something. Basically, just like you bend your back, and in Japanese we call it bridge, and it's like we make that kind of bridge shape like this. But yeah, I've been doing that, and then for some reason the one that I posted most recently, it just got a lot of views in like less than a day, in less than 24 hours. And my point is like, I don't know how that works, is like, because I've been posting backbending videos for a while. Like, that wasn't the first one, but for some reason that particular one had a lot more views than like any of the other videos. Yeah, I'm just wondering like how that really works. So if any of you guys know how like some videos just perform better than others, even though you're like basically doing the same thing, then please let me know. But yeah, okay, let's pull a card for the theme of this month. It's only the 4th, and we still have quite a few more days to go. So what is the theme for the people watching this video? For the most loving and most helpful, highest good of all beings, what do my guides, angels, ascended masters, the universe, our higher selves, have to tell us? Collective message. Oh, okay, so it's a time to, this makes sense because this is the Swords card, right? And Sword is about the mental capacity, mental health. And the 9 of Swords is about being trapped in our minds and like worrying. This character, this person is like sitting on their bed and they're just worrying and they can't sleep. So it's time to get out of this worrying mindset. And this is a collective message, so only take it if you resonate with it, but I personally do. But anyway, yeah, it's like the collective message is to be aware of not getting stuck in our minds and not worrying too much, worrying at all, and yeah, just be kind of aware of it. Okay, so let's get another card for like how we can do that, you know, because it's all good like being told, don't worry, just don't worry about things and just be happy. Like, that's easier said than done. So let's find, oh my gosh, it's happening again, guys. If you've been tuning into my lives, then you'd know this thing where like I have a really, really itchy nose. But okay, so let's get another card for how we can do that. How can we, what are the like kind of further advice on like how we can get out of our minds? What can we do about it? Oh, see, another sword card. Oh my gosh. And it's Ace of Swords. Okay, Ace of Swords is about, you know, you see this sword, one sword, and it's like we have this crown that's like going through it. The sword is going through, and it's kind of the image I'm getting is like literally cutting through bullshit kind of thing, like things that you're not happy with, or things that you feel you're kind of doing even though you don't really want to be doing, but you know, you think you have to do because of obligations, or because you feel like that's the only option that you have. Cut those things out of your life. You like, it's okay to cut them out, you know. It's not bad, or you're not a bad person, you're not doing anything wrong by cutting people out and cutting situations out that aren't making you happy, that aren't doing, you know, anything positive to you. Like, it's not adding anything positive into your life. It's okay to cut those people and cut those situations out, you know. Like this sword, it just cuts through shit, cuts through bullshit, you know. So don't worry about it. Don't feel like you have to, like, that you have obligations, that you're obligated to do something, because you're not. And you know, October is the month, the Libra month, you know, and Libra is, the thing is, Libra is about, you know, or it's, in the tarot, it's the Justice card, right? It's about balancing and kind of being aware of the other person, but you don't want to be sacrificing yourself, because you know, on the wheel of astrology, the astrology wheel, you see Libra on the right hand side, and then Aries is on the other side, and Aries is about it's about me, it's about my existence, just, you know, it's the beginning, it's the self. And we have to have that balance of, yes, we want to be like aware of the other person and being, you know, respectful and being aware of the other person, understanding of the other person, but at the same time, you don't want to sacrifice yourself, sacrificing me, because ultimately we are just the self, you know. We're in the core, in the beginning, it was just me. You like, you're born kind of, or unless you're twin or triplet, you're born alone by yourself. You live your life as in the lens, like the lens that you have for the world is you. Like, you're the lens, you're the you, the person, the soul that's experiencing everything. So when you're not in touch with you and you're the self, then you're not being attached, you're not able to see the other people, you know, the other side, if you're not aware of you. Like, if you don't know what you want, if you don't know who you are, then how to respond to the other person, you know. So, and that's, you know, that's the law of attraction, where you're always you're constantly attracting to your life, into your life, a reflection of you. So if you're constantly sacrificing yourself and your happiness and your mental health in order to please the other people, the other person, then that's, in a way, you're not being respectful to yourself, and therefore you're not being respectful to the other person, because they're not sure, they don't know what you need unless you make it clear that I'm not tolerating this, or I am good with this, I am happy with this, and you're the only person who can do that. If you're not doing that, then who's going to do that for you, So that is the monthly message, and it's very apt for the month of October and the month of Libra, even though like the second half, or like the 2-3 weeks towards the end of October are, is the season of Scorpio. But we kind of want to look at it on the basic level as like look at like most of the month. What sign is it in? And in October it's the Libra month. So we want to be aware of that. We want to be aware of not getting stuck in our minds too much. It's not the Virgo month. The Virgo month's done. We want to be out of that season, because we went through that already. We went through that analytical and also kind of healing self, healing others kind of phase. We went through all of that, and also hard work and all of that. And if you're like me and you're from a country where you start the new academic year in Virgo, then it would make sense to kind of look at it like, that's when you're like working hard towards something, and it's also Virgo, or autumn in general, is the month of the harvest. And is it? I feel like, yeah, because you kind of come through the summer, like when you're done with summer. Oh my gosh, I am so itchy. Sorry, guys. You're kind of done with summer, right? And before winter, which is when the winter time is about, going to sleep, going into hibernation because it's cold. And the season in between summer and winter is autumn, and autumn is the month of the harvest. Everything that you've worked on from spring, because spring is like, the Aries, it's like the beginning, and it's like birth, animals being born, that kind of season. And that's when you're like you're starting, right? And then you have summer, and then you have autumn, and autumn is when you're harvesting. And we went through that period. We're still going through that period in October a little bit, but just be aware that you're always on the right track. You're never like behind. What does that even mean? That only works when you compare yourself to other people, and there isn't any point in that really, because we're only at any given moment going through our own path and our own journey through life. I mean, that's all we have, right? That's all we have is our own journey, and other people are just reflections and teachers in our lives. Oh, the moon card. Moon card to me immediately is the mental health card. It's like, are you in touch with your mental health? Are you in touch with your subconscious mind? Are you in touch with the things that you're not necessarily showing to the world, but things that you have within that is private and just for yourself? Are you in touch with those feelings? Are you aware of triggers, all of that? And I guess, this month is the month of Halloween, and Halloween is about being aware of the unknown, seeing the unknown. How much can we really see of the unknown? This is also like the psychic card, right? Because it's the sign of Cancer, sensitivity, and I guess I guess in a way it's kind of like Pisces as well, because I don't know, maybe not. But, you know, Cancer is very sensitive to the surroundings. Are we being aware of that? It's very important to be aware of our deepest and not necessarily, but sometimes darkest secrets. Ooh, King of Wands. What message can we get from this card? Okay, so I heard something in Japanese, which, how would I say it in English? It's like acting like kind of bravely, but also what I heard in Japanese was dodo dosuru, which is like you're not afraid to do anything. You're just you, and kind of fiery, you know. I mean, this is the Wands card, you know, King of Wands. But yeah, like just being yourself without any hesitation, any feeling of like you have to be reserved in your darkest ventures. Five of Wands. Five of Wands is, to me, is the kind of argument card. But what I'm getting is like, it's okay not to be able to fit into society or to the mold, you know, into the mold that people and society are telling you that you have to be, you know. Okay, like there's nothing wrong with you. You're not wrong. If anything, they need that. Like this moment right now, especially with Saturn in Aquarius, it's about breaking the mold. It's about changing. It's about saying what we've been doing up to now hasn't been working. And that's like where we are right now in the grand scheme of things. Not like in terms of like personally, you know, like everybody in their personal lives. I mean, yes, it probably does affect our personal lives because we're always being affected by everything around us, right? But on the grand scheme of things, in the collective consciousness right now is about like breaking the mold, making things change. And I feel like even with, you know, Russia and Ukraine, that's a reflection of where we are right now in terms of the world, where it's not really working anymore and things need to change. And yes, it's very negative, it's very sad, but that's what we need sometimes, even though this sounds very harsh. And please don't take anything I'm saying personally, because this is just me, like one human with a computer and the webcam. So if you don't like anything I'm saying, I completely understand. Just please click away, or, you know, comment down below as well, like what you think. You know, you don't have to agree with me. That doesn't, you know, that's not a problem. You don't have to agree with anything I'm saying. I could be completely wrong. But what I'm feeling is like right now with Saturn in Aquarius, and Aquarius is about change, and it's about breaking the mold. It's also about the collective. It's about the big, you know, collective people, and yeah, like the other people. And it's not like, you know, where Libra is about the other person, Aquarius is about the people, like being kind of the not necessarily the hero, but like, you know, it's they're humanitarians. We're humanitarians, you know, us Saturn in Aquarius people, including myself. But like, yeah, like we're humanitarians. We're here to like be of service to the other people, you know, the collective. And yeah, that's where we are with Saturn. And you know, Saturn is the sign of restrictions, of the father, of the what, what else? Okay, let's research. What else? Hang on a sec. I'm going to look at it on my phone because my computer is slow AF. Saturn. Okay, so Saturn represents maturity, responsibility, discipline, and stewardship. I see. So yeah, it's about disciplining and leadership. So that makes so much sense. It's like Saturn in Aquarius is about leadership and making a difference, just changing what's not working anymore. And yeah, Aquarius is about the collective. So that's where we are. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is about high NC, it's about freedom, it's about love, it's about also just overwhelming love. Like this cup is like, it has a bird in it, but like water's literally flowing out of it, right? That's what it is. It's like we want to be we don't want to be restrictive. We don't want to do that. But the planet of Saturn is about restriction, it's about discipline, maturity. But it being in Aquarius, which is the sign of kind of a sign of what do we say? Okay, let's look it up. What Aquarius? Okay, Aquarius symbolizes the water bearer, advanced, self-resilient, no, self-reliant, clever, exceptional, and optimistic. This is a very optimistic card, and Aquarius is about revelations, not revelations, revolutionizing, right? It's about making a change. It's about being different. And it's okay to be this cup, which, this cup is standing on its own, not with anybody else, but they're just happy, it's just happy. It's just this happy cup. And yeah, it's like, it's okay to be like that. It's okay not to stand out. Aquarius is ruled, yeah, innovation, technology, surprising events. And yeah, like right now with Saturn in Aquarius, we see that, right? We see that happening in the world right now. So yeah. Okay, so if anybody needs a reading, please comment and I will give you a reading. But until then, I'm just going to chat everyone's head off. But yeah. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, every Aquarius is a rebel at heart. Yeah, rebellious. We're very rebellious people. Saturn. I only have one air sign, which is my Saturn in Aquarius. But even then, it's like this huge planet. So I definitely feel that sometimes. Okay, the air sign doesn't mesh well with authority figures, let alone any institution that represents tradition and long-standing convention. Free-spirited and eccentric, you can often spot an air sign through their offbeat fashion sensibilities, unusual hobbies, and non-conformist attitude. Yeah, I mean, I'm a non-conformist for sure. But yeah, that was a bit about Aquarius, and yeah, we have the Saturn. Our Saturn right now is in Aquarius, and it's going to be there until around the 7th of March of next year. So I'm very excited. For one thing, I'm going to be out of my Saturn return then, which I'm very much looking forward to. But also, like, yeah, I'm just excited to see what's coming next, and also what we've learned, through the 3 years that we're going to have been in Saturn, in Aquarius, like all the huge changes that's happened, during those 3 years, including the Queen's death, which it was a shocker for everyone. Like she wasn't unwell, or as far as we know, like after she passed away, I watched some YouTube videos where people were talking about her actually kind of deteriorating, even though we didn't see it, that like it's obviously like in an obvious way. But like she didn't really show that part of herself, her like weakness, and her like the side of her that, I don't know, like we all have, like our vulnerability. Like she wasn't one to really show that in a way, like in that kind of like, oh, like woe is me kind of way, even though she did have a very sensitive side to her, and she was like very caring side. It wasn't like, look at me, like I'm so sick, or I'm so poor, like look at how poor me, or whatever. Like she wasn't like that. She was always very, like, to the public at least, she was very funny, very outgoing, very happy, and yeah, she just gave off that kind of vibe. This was her Queen of Wands. Yeah, that was her energy. And I feel like she really liked being with the public and interacting with them, and yeah. But yeah, I feel like she had a great life. She really did. And she had a very long life. She was in her 90s when she passed away, and she was the longest ever ruling monarch in Britain, so that was something. But yeah, I definitely feel like that. So yeah, okay, so it seems like I'm not really getting any readings for personal readings, so I'm going to be closing very soon. But before I go, I wanted to just say that if you enjoy any of my content, and you would like to like keep following my channel, please feel free to click that subscribe button and click the like button or the dislike button, whichever you like. And yeah, I'd really appreciate that, because that takes 1 second, and that really helps me out a lot. And yeah, oh, and if you'd like to see this video that for some reason got quite a lot of views of me doing my back bending, I'm gonna link that in the chat right now. Okay, hang on a sec. I think I could do this on here on my phone, but yeah, it was really strange. Like, I don't know so many like from this particular video, but either way, I'm very grateful. Okay, copy, and let's see here. But maybe like I should link it somewhere else. Okay, yeah, this is the video that got quite a lot of views, and it's my back bending video. But yeah, I've been really enjoying going to this contortion practice, which is near where I live, and it's so cool because yeah, like it's just a little bit different. It's a little bit different from yoga because it's more kind of focused, not so much on like just relaxing or enjoying, but it's more like performance based. So if you like performing, and like if you want to like learn how to pole dance, but also contortion, then it's like a really great place to go. So maybe I'll link that as well. I'm gonna link everything, and I'm probably gonna link it later in the description box because that's the easiest way for everybody. Oh my gosh, oh my goodness. Okay, it's a place called Pole Dance Tokyo, and it's amazing, guys. If you ever come to Tokyo, then I'd recommend it. And they have like a visitor's ticket. I think you can try it for like a week or something. I'm not completely sure, but everything's on the site. But yeah, that's what I've been doing recently. But I hope that you guys have a great month, and I'll be back again. I'm always back on Tuesday mornings in Japan, or which is Wednesday evening. No, Monday evenings for everybody else, for most people in the world. So yeah, if you'd like to see anything, or if you have any requests for readings or topics that you'd like me to cover, I'd be really appreciative of that. So have a great rest of the week, and I'll speak to you guys very, very soon. See you guys.